Good evening. Cancer charities say they're disappointed that health experts have rejected calls for all men to be tested for prostate cancer. There's currently no automatic testing, even for high-risk groups, despite evidence that early detection makes the condition very treatable.
But the National Screening Committee said today that the risk of overdiagnosis and unnecessary treatment could do more harm than good. One cancer survivor from Hampshire believes it's a missed opportunity, as Rachel Hepworth reports.
Hi, John. Got you a nice cup of tea.
Clem believes he wouldn't be here today if it hadn't been for his wife's nagging. June forced him to see a doctor when he started to show symptoms of prostate cancer. He's now recovering after undergoing chemotherapy and radiotherapy, but he fears others may slip through the net.
I didn't go until I was 65, and it was through a lot of persuasion from my wife. And thankfully I'm still around, but many men who don't get the diagnosis early, they don't survive.
The former RAF engineer, who's built a flight simulator at his home in Borden, believes that if testing was routine, there'd be less stigma and a very treatable disease could be caught much earlier.
This is a no-brainer, basically. We must have a screening programme. It would encourage men to go and have the test done. It's like bowel cancer screening. It comes along and you just go ahead and do it. There's no hesitation.
Black men are twice as likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer, but the UK National Screening Committee said today that routine testing, even in high-risk groups, could lead to overdiagnosis, potentially causing more harm than good.
The factors we're considering is whether the benefits outweigh the harms. The benefits in terms of are any lives going to be saved by doing this, and the harms in terms of the risk of men having urinary leakage or sexual dysfunction that can go on for years.
In particular, they say there isn't yet a cost-effective test that is wholly reliable. The common PSA test can give false positives, but they're promising to look at the results of new trials which focus on additional forms of testing. But high-profile campaigners like Sir Chris Hoy and David Cameron, who announced this week he'd been treated for the disease, are among those calling for a rethink, alongside the actor Colin McFarlane.
Incredibly short-sighted, because it's going to cost the NHS more money, because you're going to have more men. I mean, the stats are 12,000 men a year, sadly, die of prostate cancer. But the more worrying stat is 10,000 men a year. They catch it when it's incurable.
A targeted screening programme will be brought in for men with a confirmed genetic risk, and men over 50 can ask their GP for a test. But today's announcement has left a lot of campaigners disappointed. Rachel Hepworth, ITV News in Borden.